So unless you've been living under a rock for the past 10 days or so,
I love you.
you must have heard at least something about the Microsoft and Activision contract negotiational deals that have been going on. Let's go over that. So, Microsoft has essentially offered roughly about $69 billion to acquire Activision Blizzard.
Wow. Whoa! Who's that guy?
Other than the fact that they are probably one of the biggest and most valuable gaming companies in the industry right now, but people's main concern is what will Microsoft do with the company essentially. They also hold, games you might know like Call of Duty, Overwatch, Overwatch 2, hashtag Overwatch 1. And honestly, I don't know. I can only assume what they can do and predict what they can do. But let's go ahead and get into that. So this past week, people have been raving about how Microsoft has fixed the servers of the old Call of Duty. And honestly, I don't really see anything wrong with that. I think it's great for the fan base and an even better outlook for what Microsoft could potentially be doing for us in the future. And when I say us, I only mean
The supreme Xbox players.
and as it goes for the PS5 and the Nintendo players, I'm not quite sure what will happen, but they should have just bought an Xbox. It's a better console anyways. But I'm not here for the console slander, okay?
Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
I'm more so here to figure out what are they going to do with these brands and essentially companies that they are buying. First off, I think it's safe to assume that most of these games are probably going to end up on the Game Pass, if not now, later, and hopefully newer games will pop on there. And maybe Call of Duty will be able to produce a decent game, which they haven't really been able to do in the past 5 years or so. I only say that because Microsoft will probably put a decent amount of resources into these companies and into the right places, so then we can actually get a good quality Call of Duty game, which we've been yearning for as a whole community. And honestly, that's enough for me to say, okay, I'm okay with this. And a lot of people are scared that Microsoft will turn the gaming industry into a monopoly, but a lot of people do not know that Nintendo and Sony own way more assets than Xbox. So essentially, it's a little bit better for the competition, along with Microsoft making a deal with Sony this past week and making sure that Call of Duty will be able to be reached to those players that play on PS5. I think all in all, this is a great move for them and for the whole franchise in a whole. Why they did this? I figured Activision started to feel the heat from producing bad game after bad game, and I think they couldn't really keep up with the demand of what people really wanted, as well as Overwatch 2 kind of flopping and honestly just lying to us. I think they knew that it was kind of time to move on and start maybe something else. Cash in what they have. They had a good product, they had their good runs. But I think it was time to move on. All in all, I think this is a win-win for both sides. I'm glad someone that actually will hopefully listen to the fan base will actually make a great change to the game and listen to what we want to hear. Oh yeah, and did I say probably all the other Call of Duties will be on the Game Pass eventually, if not soon? Anyways, my name is Castology. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, if you like these kind of videos, let me know. Leave it in the comment. What do you want me to talk about next?